Good night, everyone. This is Mando 23, and this is my second podcast, which is not going to be longer than 5 minutes. That's a good thing. But I want to talk about the final in Liga MX between Tigres and León. As we mentioned, yes, both teams they are well the finalists. Yes, of course, and we are going to be sad over the summer because we don't have soccer. Well, we do, but we will talk another show, another time. About these two teams. Well, first of all, it's a great fact that number one, number two is facing the finals, and this is one of it's a great chance just to prove who is the best over the regular season. And of course, you have the final match. So I don't know what to expect because Tigres has shown something that we really know what to expect, and it probably doesn't have any sense what I'm talking about, but it's the way Tigres has been. I mean, probably over, I don't know, 8 weeks from now, which is kind of unfair, but this is the truth. You have a lot of potential, you have a lot of players, but they don't show probably, I don't know, the system, I don't know what it is. Because to me, it's just like a team who wants to be rich, and it's rich in terms of money, in terms of what they do, and everything that they have. But it's not enough, my friends. You have to show it on the pitch. You have to show it. They earn respect. They own a lot of different players, and I mentioned this once in a while and again. But I just want to point out this: you have international. You don't have just Mexicans as Chivas or something. You have a Frenchman. You have a whatever you want to call it. But this is not the point. What really is the point is, if you want to be great, like great here in Mexico, at least in Mexico, you have to win it all. If not, things will not be the same. I mean, they talk about you because you are in the final, but if not, life goes on. And honestly, Tigres it has been big by now, but it's not. So my biggest concern it is, and probably for the next 5 years, of course, we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. But my biggest concern will be, okay, if you don't have more players as talented as you have right now, and you don't try to benefit from their talents, I think you're lost. And from the other side, León has a great players. You know, most of the people and probably the press and all the fans, they will say, okay, those players, they are kind of rejected, underrated, overrated, you name it. But the thing is, they're gifted. So they're going to play as much as hard as they can to try to prove themselves, of course, as individuals, as players. And they're going to try to win. History has shown us probably number one here at Liga MX doesn't win, doesn't get the cup, but we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and we don't know what is going to happen Sunday. But I can assure you, my friends, that this game will be so passionate as always. We live here in Monterrey. It's not a secret when you have these chances. But let me tell you something. Here in Monterrey, I think people are winners. It doesn't mean that all the rest of the people are not, because that would be pretty unfair and pretty racist of me saying this. And I don't want to get into it, into national debate or whatever. But I think if you want to really be recognized, you have to do something different. So Tigres and León, they're making things different because it's kind of much a thing. Be so regular over the course of the season, a long season with injuries, with all the travels, everything. By now, you have a chance to just talk about for centuries and weekends and whatever you want to call it. You name the time. But here's the thing. Greatness, it doesn't come just because you fail or you win. People doesn't get recognized just because you win. Of course, you lose. I think the moments are the true time just to show them everybody who wins because you prove themselves why you worry about it. So let's see how it goes. I'm glad just to see both teams on the pitch, and let's see how it goes. But I might say Tigres has a chance. It does, because now it's like an habit. You have that thing, because over the past couple of years, 12 finals is too much. But okay, that's a number. But the real thing is, if you really want to be yourself, name as an AK, the biggest club in Latin America and here in Mexico, you have to win it all. So that's it pretty much. And well, again, thank you for listening to me. We will continue to doing this.